Hello, guys, and welcome to Quality Shot. Welcome to live play-by-play comms of the Women's French Open matchup between Elise Mertens and Jessica Pegula. I'm your host for today's stream, Ash. I'd like to welcome you all along for what should be a intriguing encounter between two fairly highly ranked players. Pegula, obviously ranked third in the world, and Mertens comfortably within the top 30. Both women have progressed to the stage fairly comfortably, and have never actually played each other on the clay, so not the easiest one to call this. Mertens does lead the head-to-head 2-0, having won both times, I believe, on hard courts. But Pegula has been a player that's been growing from strength to strength in the last couple of years. Reached the quarterfinals here at Roland Garros last year, so looking to go even better than that. Obviously, as well, reaching the finals in the doubles with Coco Gauff, losing out last year in the final, but should be an intriguing watch, this one. Not the easiest one to call. I'm going to go Pegula in two close sets, I reckon. But remains to be seen. Let me know your predictions, guys, for this one as we get going. With Mertens serving. Serves to the forehand of Pegula. Want a forehand rally developing here before the bounce just does Mertens there. Love 15, sorry. Serve into the net. Second serve now to the backhand of Pegula. Backhand from Mertens. And from Pegula goes into out with the backhand. It's a nice backhand down the line. Love 30. So about wide now. Forehand return. Forehand down the line from Mertens. Backhand cross from Pegula attempted, but goes into the net. 15-30. And Mertens now serving into the net. The Belgian, who's a former world #1 doubles player. Serve from her down the tee. Block return by Pegula. Forehand down the line by Mertens. Lob by Pegula. Overhead from Mertens. Puts it away. 30-all. Good recovery in this opening game from the Belgium. Lexi says, Ashwin, I've got company. Hello, Lexi. Good to see you. Serve out wide. Block return by Pegula. Backhand cross court by Mertens. And then Pegula drags that forehand long. 40-30. Definitely keep an eye out for the Mertens backhand. Serve into the net. Second serve to come now. And she goes out wide. Backhand return from Pegula. Fired straight into the net. And Mertens holds in the opening game. Seeded 28th for this tournament. Mertens. 26th in the world rankings, I believe. a multiple-time Grand Slam winner on the double side. Capable singles player for sure as well. She went to the Kim Clijsters Academy, I believe, and Kim Clijsters in the crowd actually, supporting her country, fellow countrymen. Pegula now serving. She goes to the body of the Belgian. Good deep return. Into forehand. Now a backhand down the line by Pegula. Forehand cross goes long from Mertens. So a few unforced errors so far from both ladies. Serve from Pegula. Clips the net. Lands in, I think. So it's a let first serve. Second serve now from the American goes to the body. Forehand return. Backhand down the line by Pegula. Forehand cross to the forehand of Pegula. Mertens now goes with the drop shot. A lot of air on that one, and it means Pegula punishes it, chases it down like a lion chasing a gazelle, and dispatches of the ball on the backhand side. 30 love. Serve from JPEG. Goes long. Serve into the net. Double fault from Jessie. Pegula, of course, had food poisoning when she landed in France, which shook her up a bit, I think. Serve down the tee. Forehand return. Into up forehand from Pegula. Backhand from Mertens. Into up forehand again by Pegula. Backhand again from Mertens. Now backhand cross by Pegula. Flat backhand from Mertens. Steps in on the forehand. Does the Belgian. Pegula scampering now on the run with the backhand. And Mertens punishes with the forehand cross court. Taking it super early there. Doing the business. But yeah, I was reading Pegula's... she's got a column on the BBC. And so preparations for the French Open were completely thrown when she suffered food poisoning. Serve into the tram lines from Pegula, so second serve to follow. She had snails, I think. Snails were the culprit. Serve to the forehand of Mertens, who absolutely thumps that return down the line. Drago says, I think Mertens wins. Well, it's been a strong start. She's opened up an early break point on the Pegula serve. Definitely not shy to these clay courts. Serve out wide, backhand return from Mertens, and then Pegula going wide with the backhand down the line. Not the start Jessie Pegula would have wanted, but exactly what the doctor ordered for Elise Mertens. She breaks and leads to love. But yeah, Pegula admitting that her plans, her preparations were very much hampered by those snails. Serve out wide, forehand to forehand. Pegula now with the backhand cross, and from Mertens, and from Pegula. Now going into out forehand, the Belgian. Now she goes drop shot. Pegula gets there, but can only find the net. It's a great switch up there from Mertens, who started very well here, not allowing Pegula to develop any sort of rhythm so far, and very much dictating the rallies here. Serve out wide, backhand return from Pegula. Backhand down the line by Mertens, who approaches the net, can leave that ball to sail long. Again, big hitting from the Belgian. Drago says they have history. Mertens is a problem for her. Does lead the head-to-head 2-0. Serve from Mertens goes long. Second serve to follow. But yeah, Mertens definitely looking the more comfortable out there right now. Second serve goes long again. So double fault. Commentator's curse. Another thing Jessie Pegula was saying was how she finds it, and she thinks her fellow Americans on tour find it difficult to spend so long in Europe. I think she finds it very different in terms of cultures, customs, and obviously Wimbledon and the French Open following each other quite closely. To the rally forehand to forehand, drop shot from Mertens. Pegula chases it down, but again the drop shot is too good. It's too good from Elise Mertens. Really forcing Pegula to play the ball short, and then so far demonstrating pretty solid hands. Serve down the tee. Backhand return from Pegula. Mertens now backhand down the line. And she closes out that game with a roar. She's on the charge already. 3-love lead for the Belgian. Like says, I'm going for Mertens 2 in 3. Fair prediction, to be honest. She's looking good. Says, did you watch the Sinner Altmaier match? Super amazing. I didn't watch it, Lexi. I've only watched the highlights. But a shock to the system, that one. But yeah, it's been a great tournament so far. Some classic matches already. And a fair few upsets. So many tie breaks in that one as well. Just edge of your seat stuff, I imagine, if you're watching it live. And Drago says, great match, Lexi. Very much in agreement on that one. I mean, for Sinner, I think he was hoping for a big French Open, but an early exit for the Italian Stallion, second round. Serve out wide, forehand return. Good depth on the forehand return from Mertens. Now she goes backhand cross. Pegula on the run with the backhand herself. Backhand line from Mertens. Pegula forehand into the net. Cannot deal with the power and precision right now of Elise Mertens. Serve is wide from Pegula. Drago says, hello from the Windy City, Chicago. Hello, Drago. Thank you so much for tuning in. So it's a drop shot from Pegula. Nicely done there. Bit of a taste of her own medicine for the Belgian. Nice drop shot from Pegula. Boy, did she need that. Just something to settle her a bit. A little confidence. She serves down the tee. Great serve. Follows it in. But watches the ball sail long. Good serve there to back up that drop shot winner in the previous point. Serve from Pegula out wide. Backhand return. I know serve was just wide, I think. Dracos, what's the best deep dish pizza in Chicago? Let me know. Serve into the net. Second serve now down the tee. Forehand return from Mertens. Short ball to the forehand of Mertens again. Backhand lob from Pegula. Overhead from Mertens. Pegula does get there. Sends it up again. Overhead from Mertens. This time she puts it away. 30-all. More pressure piled on to Pegula. Like I said, so many match points saved. I know, it's nuts, right? Fazan says, crazy Sinner lost after having match points, serving for the match in set 4 and then loses in 5. Brutal. Brutal. Must be hard to take. Not easy to recover from a loss like that. Drop shot again from Pegula. Mertens gets there. Now Pegula going backhand. Volley attempted by Mertens, but she had very little time with that one and goes into the net. Game point Pegula. Needs to get onto the board here. Lexi says, I didn't even know who Altmar was, and yet I became emotional too when he started crying. Yeah, that's touching. Serve down the tee. For return. Good return from Mertens. Great backhand slice, though, from Pegula. Forehand to forehand now. Backhand from Pegula, taking it early. Forehand slice by Mertens. Into out forehand from Pegula. Backhand from Mertens. Into out again from Pegula. Backhand cross from Mertens. Pegula now on the backhand goes drop shot. Mertens gets there. Great touch from Mertens. Just thinking it over the net at a great angle. And it gets us to deuce. Gregor says, I was really surprised how poorly Keys played. Yeah, me too. Zon says, agreed, Dragos. Lumanatis. Yeah, that was the place I went. That was awesome. Service long from Pegula. I'm glad I went to the one that's approved by the Chicago native. Serve down the tee. Backhand cross. Backhand to backhand. Backhand line by Pegula. Forehand cross from Mertens. Forehand looped up by Pegula. Mertens now takes the ball early on the forehand side. Overhead. Puts it away. Opens up another break point chance to really seriously put some daylight between her and the American. Zan says bottom half is so open with Mehdi and Sinner out. I think I'd always be reminded Chicago from most of the medical series in the US. Is that where Grey's Anatomy's set? Chicago. I know there's Chicago PD and there's Chicago Med, isn't there? Oof, Jesse Pegula, wasteful on the forehand side, goes straight into the net, chucks a racket away in frustration. It's a double break. Mertens is pulling away in this first set. Not been the start expected from the American. And in barely over 15 minutes, this set is running away rapidly from Pegula. First serve is long from Mertens. MJ says, hi, Dragos. Hi, guys. Hello, MJ. Says ER Chicago Hope. Serve from Mertens down the tee. Approaches the net. Backhand. Forehand from Pegula. Pegula now. Can she find the angle? She does, but then Mertens gets there as well. And with Pegula left stranded, Mertens simply had to prod it into the open court. $15 love. MJ says, I went to Chicago for Giants Bears football and went to the Lyric Opera House, Don Giovanni Opera. I saw that. Wow. Very cool. I went to see the Cubs there. Oh, yeah. MJ, how was your baseball match? You were going yesterday, right? Serve to the backhand of Pegula. Forehand cross from Mertens. Forehand slice by Pegula. Great slice. No, not quite. I thought that was good. Blurry screen. 30 love now. Gregor says, I live on the lakefront, 20 minutes from downtown. A beautiful city. Sounds pretty nice. Serve from Mertens goes down the tee. And Pegula into the net. 40 love. This is brutal. Lex says, and there's this famous area where you can always see the light rail train. Whenever I see that, I'm sure the setting is Chicago. This is nice, MJ. She says, don't worry, I'm here. Pegula will do well. She needs your support, MJ. She's down bad right now. Serve into the net. MJ says, Mets won 4-2, swept the Phillies. Let's go, Mets. Serve from Mertens at 40 love. Goes long on the second serve. Double faults from the Belgian. A rare gift for Pegula so far. Zan says, Mertens is crushing Pegula. And he says, I'm sunburnt even though I was in the shade. And Trigger says, Mertens makes it look so easy. For real. Making it look effortless out there right now. Serve out wide. Great serve. Return by Pegula. No. Drops short. 5 love, Mertens. It's been a masterclass so far from the Belgian. Like he says, do you think JPEG to lose it in straights? I was backing JPEGs to win. But this first set could be a bagel situation. Could be the full bakery. Or une baguette, as someone called it the other day. It's not looking good for JPEGs. Maybe it was those snails she had. Maybe Mertens poisoned the snails. MJ, I forgot the sunburns, even with cloud cover. Long day for MJ, but hey, at least the Mets won. Yeah, I can't lie, I'm not very... I didn't really understand the rules of baseball when I wanted to watch it, but the whole atmosphere was very cool. And the food at American sports games is so much better than what it is here. I'm actually going to the West Coast in July. So I'm going to try and go to a San Diego Padres game, I think. 1 to forehand. And then Mertens frames one, goes wide, 15 love. Sean says, how can there be so many bagels on the WTA? You tell me, Sean. Enough to open a bakery. So done the tee, 4 on return. That was a let on the first serve. Oh no, it's out. Second serve from Jesse Pegula. That was a let. Serve to the backhand of Mertens, who goes line. And then a good forehand cross from Pegula, and Mertens goes into the net. 30 love. Come on, Jesse. Let's avoid that bagel. Take a breadstick and move. Serve down the tee. Great serve. It's an ace from Jesse Pegula. 40 love. In points for the American. And another ace from Jesse Pegula, this time going out wide. And she's like, where's that been? All match. Still looking pretty desolate and disheartened right now. Mertens will now serve for the first set. MJ says, a little off topic. Do you hate it when someone you met uses something you tell them and flings it back at you? I hate that. Yeah, that ain't cool. That ain't cool at all. It's like they're building an arsenal of ammo to just fire back at you out of nowhere. That ain't the one. Mertens looking to serve out the opening set in quick time. She goes with a double fault to get her started. That's not what she had in mind. 15. Drago's says Mertens has dominated her in the previous 2 meetings. Yeah, she has done. Has the edge. They've never played on clay before. So room to think that might be reason to believe, that there might be a different scenario. But so far, not the case, as Pegula sends a backhand into the net. 15 all. PEGULA usually much more consistent than this. It's been error prone so far. MJ says it's so annoying, and you don't expect a new friend to be mean that way. Jagger says, my White Sox are terrible. MJ says, do you like baseball, Ash? I like going to the matches. Like I said, I don't really understand the rules that well, other than the very basic stuff. But it's quite a long sport, and I like cricket, which we have a lot here. So it's fairly. I'm cool with the patience. And then, yeah, I like the kind of atmosphere around it. I like the uniforms. I think it's pretty cool. And then, yeah, when if I were to go on like a summer holiday in America, it's generally one of the only sports that's on. Serve now to the backhand, and PEGULA goes long, 40-15. 2-set points for the Belgian. But yeah, I'm going to try and go in San Diego as well, because I think that might be quite fun to do. I'm going with some friends on like a road trip. So I feel like it could be a nice activity. And they've never seen baseball before, so could be a fun night. MJ says, you've been to more baseball stadiums than me. Serve from Mertens. Just the toss goes again. Second serve. MJ said, I've only been to 3. I don't really travel during the summer when baseball is in season. Oh, okay. That's like the only time I've been to America is in the summer. Serve out wide. Great serve. Good return though from PEGULA. Now she goes backhand, approaches the net. Overhead from PEGULA, puts it away. Much better from Jessica PEGULA. 40-30. Still set point for Mertens. Gregor says, American football is the #1 sport here in the States. Yeah, I'd love to. I watched that when they came here, when they came to Wembley several years ago, because my mate's a massive Pittsburgh Steelers fan, and they were playing. And luckily, he invited me. That was fun. Serve into the net. MJ said, I heard in San Diego the stadium is empty. Yeah, when I was looking, it was super easy to get tickets. I don't know if it's different in San Francisco, the Giants. But when I looked there, it didn't seem like there was a match on when we were there, whereas in San Diego there was. But otherwise, let me know. Oh, good serve from Mertens, and PEGULA goes long, and it's a big breadstick from Elise Mertens. A dominant first set performance by the Belgian. Whew. 26 minutes of Belgian brilliance. And JPEGs has got some work to do. And just the weather is so nice in San Diego, so no one goes. And Capricorn, BG says, oh wow, Mertens, what is going on? Capricorn, it's been special from the Belgian. MJ says, Dragos, I've been to 12 stadiums. Crazy. Oh, for American football. Still, that is cool. Sean says, have you been to a batting cage? It's harder than it looks. Yeah, I went to one there's a Westfield in London, and they have a batting cage here. Whew, that is difficult. I thought, maybe, play tennis, swinging a racket, swinging a bat, maybe not too different. But boy, that was tough. Took a while to kind of understand what I was doing. It was good fun, actually. But yeah, it's very different to a tennis swing or a cricket swing. Fergus says, awesome, MJ. MJ says, I can hit a tennis ball. You want me to hit a baseball? Oh, I can't hit a tennis ball. You want me to hit a baseball? Trigger says, I'm a Packers fan living here in Chicago. Green Bay, right? Green Bay. Is that far? I swear that's not that far from Chicago. Are they rivals or something? MJ says, Dragos, I got a small, tiny crush on Aaron Rodgers. Who's Aaron? Oh, Aaron Rodgers is a football player, right? Aaron Rodgers. Oh, it's that guy with the moustache. Yeah, I've seen him. Capricorn says, JPEG is losing because she never gave me $1 million. And just, I'm going to New Orleans this December. I want Vegas, but stupid NFL schedule on NYC Marathon Day. I went to New Orleans last summer. It's so cool. I had such a good time. The restaurants there are amazing. And the jazz, if you like jazz. You're going to watch the football, are you? Oh, what's that? What's the stadium? Is it Caesars Superdome or something? Maybe wrong. That was a big stadium. I drove past it. Serve into the net by Pegula, starting us off, looking to recover. Guys, if you're enjoying this live stream, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Backhand from Pegula. Backhand slice now from Mertens. Backhand down the line from Pegula. Very good. Just the start Jessica Pegula needed in this second set. MJ says, I guess Giants fans don't run the NYC Marathon. Joey says, I hate doing laundry. My wife returns from Brazil tomorrow. It's been a month visiting her mum. Wow. Very cool. Whereabouts in Brazil? Serve from Pegula to the backhand of Mertens. Now backhand slice from Pegula. Forehand flips the net, lands on Mertens' side. 30 love. Jane says, I can hit one of those giant tennis balls the children get signed. And MJ says, Dragos, I despise Aaron Rodgers, but when he put on the Jets jersey, he got mighty hot. Serve is long from JPEGs. Dragos says, yes, Grain Bay. Oh, yes, they're rivals. Serve to the forehand of Mertens, who absolutely obliterates the return. 30-15. San says, Ghost will be happy he hates JPEG. Why does he hate JPEG? Jane says, I'd miss anything smaller. Serve out wide to the backhand of Mertens. Into out forehand from Pegula. In or no? I need answers. Umps is coming over. That's in. Big forehand from Pegula. 40-15. Zan says, also, we have 3 other streams today. Djokovic, Tsitsipas, and Carlitos. Yeah, guys, do check them out. It's another bumper day of tennis streams from here at QualityShot. I'm just here to whet your appetite. Forehand to forehand. Now, backhand from Pegula cross court. Mertens going in line with the backhand, and Pegula then going forehand into the net. Just can't string together many consecutive points right now. Trigger says, MJ, it's definitely time for him to move on. Goes to like Stearns, though. Says Jane. Serve that down the tee. Backhand from Pegula to the forehand of Mertens. Now backhand line from Pegula. Forehand cross from Mertens. Pegula on the run with the forehand. Now backhand from Mertens. Demolishes it. And we're at deuce. Pegula unable to close this game out then. And now it's got to do it the hard way. Drager says, good morning, Jane. MJ says, Jane, they play with those big giant tennis balls. Belo Horizonte. Oh, very cool. That's where they had the football, I think. Serve down the tee. Backhand return. Big forehand cross court from Pegula. A forehand line now from Mertens. Backhand to backhand cross court now. Backhand slice now from Mertens. Forehand by Pegula. Loopy forehand from Mertens. Pegula going forehand herself. Again, it's loopy from Mertens. Pegula going into out. Backhand on the run by Mertens. Pegula. Now, oh dear me. She's left it. She's left it. And it's landed on the paint. She can't believe it. Caught in two minds. At first, I think she thought she had a drive volley opportunity, then tracked back. But then it was too late. It's a break point for Mertens. What a comeback this would be in this game for the Belgian. Serve down the tee, goes long. So second serve for Mertens to look at now. And this would be a sickener for PEGULA. Serve to the backhand of Mertens. Backhand down the line from PEGULA. Forehand from Mertens. Drop shot attempted by PEGULA, but she goes into the net. And when your luck's out, your luck is out. Disastrous stuff for Jessie Pegula. And the second set has started very much in the same vein as the first. Mertens with the early break. Jane says, no, Fazan, it's not a Djokovic match. It's a Davidovich Fokina match. Yes, Jane. This is, hey, Ash. Hey, Jane. Great to have you in the building. There he goes, I love laundry, washing dishes. The rest of cleaning I can do without. Yeah, washing dishes. I find that quite fun. Sean says, could you hit a balloon, MJ, if someone threw it to you? Capricorn says, I was wrong about Casa. She's been playing incredibly well this week. Serve it to the net. Jard says, can Pegula still win the second set? Jard, it's not looking good, my friend. Serve down the tee. It's long. Double fault. But Jards, I mean, still early days in the second set. But Mertens has been unrelenting so far. I think it's just a question of whether she can keep it up. Serve from Mertens going down the tee, goes long again. Second serve. And just sometimes at work I wash dishes, dash cups to pass the time and avoid work. Tactics. No, Sean, unless it hit my face. Second serve let. Serve from Mertens to the backhand of Pegula to the forehand of Mertens. Backhand down the line by Pegula. Forehand to forehand. Now cross court for a backhand slice from Pegula. Flat to backhand going into out. Goes Mertens. Very nice. Now she goes drop shot. Brilliant from Mertens. Pegula cannot chase it down. Just like a puppeteer, like a conductor conducting their orchestra. The way she is moving her opponent around the court. And just says, I find laundry and washing dishes very therapeutic. Pegula is sucking. Indeed she is. Serve to the forehand of Pegula. Backhand now from Pegula to the backhand of Mertens, who goes into the net. 15-30. Come on, Jessie. Capricorn says, is Svitolina on her no handshake trajectory? She plays a Russian today. If she wins, she plays another Russian in the next round. And if she wins that, she plays a Belarusian after that. Serve from Mertens down the tee. Return from Pegula. Backhand to the forehand of Mertens. Backhand slice from Pegula. Forehand slice from Mertens. And then Pegula into the net on the forehand. 30 all. Just not clicking for Jessie. Jane says, I love warm laundry out of the dryer or in from the sun. Yeah, it's one of life's simple pleasures. It says, okay, back to lurking in my dark corner. Lurker's got a lurk. All, big point here. Can Pegula ask the question of Mertens? Serve into the net. So second serve to follow. We shall see. Ask the question, Jessie. Serve from Mertens to the forehand of Pegula. Backhand cross from Mertens. Pegula chases it down, goes backhand. Nicely done. Mertens goes wide. Break point. Pegula. She's asking the question. Sometimes that's all you got to do. Make Mertens do something she's not had to do so far, which is defend a break point. Serve down the massive serve out wide, though, from Mertens. Pegula goes into the net. What a time to pull out a bumper first serve out wide. Great response from the Belgian. Deuce. Serve from Mertens. Goes wide. Second serve. Serve again now from Mertens. Goes well long. Double fault. Break point again for Pegula. We're in uncharted territory right now, guys. And will we see some cracks start to appear in the Mertens game? She responded in style last time with a brilliant serve. Can that serve bail her out again? Or is Pegula going to finally arrive? Serve into the net. Second serve. Second serve from Mertens. She goes down the tee. Forehand return from Pegula. Great depth on the forehand. Forehand from Mertens. Short. Backhand cross from Pegula. Approaches the net. Watches the ball from Mertens go into the net. Jessie Pegula breaks back. Something finally to cheer about. Although from her reaction, she doesn't look best pleased. But it's something. Capricorn says, return every single ball just like Altmaier yesterday. You never know. Exactly. Tennis is a simple game when you just get everything back. Serve goes long from Pegula. Needs to start building now. Serve from Pegula to the body. Backhand return into net from Mertens. So that will help. 15 love. Lex says, I find Kostyuk rude. Oh, is it? I haven't really heard much from her. Or see much. Oh, actually, yeah. There was the Sabalenka clip, wasn't there? Into the rally here. One into the net. Drago says Mertens truly owns this matchup. Does. If history's to go by, she's JPEG's kryptonite. MJ says, it's me. Serve from Pegula down the tee. Goes long, second serve. Pegula serves to the body. Backhand return from Mertens. Backhand down the line from Pegula. Great stuff there. Forcing a short return from her opponent. And then driving that backhand into out. Finding the corner. Serve from Pegula to the forehand of Mertens. And then a backhand, from both women here. And then Pegula trying to open up the court, going into out. Gets that horribly wrong, 30 all. So, sticky one now. Sean says, shushing the crowd must be satisfying. It's like telling someone who's angry to calm down. Yeah, Fritz looked like he was enjoying that, didn't he? Serve out wide. Missed by Pegula. Second serve at 30 all here. Serve down to the body Forehand down the line by Pegula. Backhand from Mertens. Pegula, can she punish? No, she can't. Second time of asking. Yes, she can with the overhead. Game point. Pegula looking to take the lead for the first time in the match. Mana. Good to see you. It says not just Saba Vika as well. Oh, yeah, that's true. Just on a rampage. An ghosting rampage. Capricorn says, I heard that the crowd booed Fritz as he walked onto court. Is that true? Oh, I didn't realize it was as he walked onto court. I know it was fairly partisan the way of the Frenchman. Oh, serve out wide from Pegula. Mertens trying to go down the line with a backhand. Misses. Pegula with a hold of serve. I never thought I'd see the day. But she's turned it round from being broken in that first service game of the second set. And she's asking the question of Mertens. Mertens now got to play catch-up. And it says, I have Rublev Sonego on because Eurosport stopped Hachinov match in the middle. Oh. Strange. How's Andre doing? MJ says, crowd was just mean and rude. I think Fritz was totally justified, and I'm not a Fritz fan. Fritz silencing the haters from the start. Yeah. Don't like to see it. Crowder has got to raise both players up. They booed Taylor in and out of the court. That was super entertaining as well. I think Taylor relished the moment. Yeah, I can't believe they boo him coming onto the court. It's not the one. Serve into the net by Mertens. But yeah. Taylor clearly got the last laugh last night. Serve from Mertens to the body of Pegula. Goes with the backhand. Backhand cross from Mertens. Backhand slice now from Pegula. And then the backhand goes long from Mertens. Love 15. Is Pegula starting to find her feet? Or am I premature in even posing that question? Mertens serving down the tee. Great serve. Ace from the Belgian. MJ says, I mean, there's a thing for cheering for your home, but booing at the very start, just not nice. Exactly. By all means, support your countryman, lift him up, and but to the extent that you boo the opponent, yeah, that's not the one. Serve is wide from Mertens, so second serve. Capricorn says we all need to learn to feed on negative energy, I guess. That's wise. Capricorn taking it off the tennis court with that one. Backhand to backhand now. Slice from Pegula. Flat backhand down the line. Mertens with a huge slice of luck. Clipping the net cord and landing in. Huge slice of luck there. I think that was going wide. Maybe not, but still. That's what I say for JPEGs. When your luck's out, your luck is out. Mertens will be grateful for that one. 30-15 now. Serve from Mertens down the tee. Forehand return from Pegula. Backhand cross from Mertens. Great backhand. Taking it super early. That's the backhand that I was excited to watch in action there. MJ says, it's me. I'm Pegula's good luck charm. I don't like her much. Lex says, the host probably was ashamed. She was telling them to stop, but they continued. I think Taylor answered just one question and he left. Serve into the net. Second serve. And into the net. Another double fault from Mertens. Is that number 5 or 6 of the match? Didn't cost her in the first set, but maybe will come back to bite her in the second set. We shall see. Serve from Mertens going out wide, goes long. Drago says amazing mental strength Fritz showed in that match for sure. Agreed on that one. And a real outpouring of emotion at the end. Serve out wide, backhand down the line from PEGULA. Misses, goes into the trams. Went big, went for the risky shot, and it didn't pay off. And Mertens survives a tiny scare, you'd say. I mean, a scare as far as this match has gone so far. She holds, and we're at 2-2. Guys, if you're enjoying the vid, please remember to like and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Really is appreciated. For the QualityShot family. Serve to the body of Mertens. Backhand to backhand. Before Mertens pulls the backhand long and says, just feed on sugar like I do. It's safer and easier to procure. Sean says that's where some Medvedev sarcasm comes in handy. For real. Serve to the backhand of Mertens. PEGULA now with the forehand. Overhead from PEGULA. Dispatched. Buddy love. Drago says, hello, Sean Power. Yeah, the Medi sarcasm is a useful tool. Serve is long. Serve to the backhand of Mertens. What a return. Going into out with the backhand. Caught that ball like a dream. But yeah, I don't know if the French Open... I know the Australian Open crowd sometimes gets... I mean, all crowds get a lot of controversy sometimes for how they treat the players. Wherever they are, really. Serve down. Oh, Jesse. Serves into the net. And now it's 30-all. And just watch. I turn the TV on. She's going to break Mertens. You're welcome, Jesse. If this is true, MJ, you truly are a visionary. Please tell me the lottery numbers. Backhand to backhand now. PEGULA steps in, going backhand cross. Backhand line from Mertens, goes wide. 40-30. Drago says, I expect Mertens to win. Ash, who is your dark horses for RG? Let me think about that one. Serve down the tee. Forehand return from Mertens. Drop shot from PEGULA. Mertens chases it down. PEGULA now with the backhand goes cross court. Puts it away. It's another hold for Jessie PEGULA. And she's finally looking like her usual self out there. Dark horses then. I feel like Jarry, after he won in Geneva, could cause a few problems. I can't remember who's he got in the next. I think Fognini started pretty well. Don't know how far he can go, to be honest, but he's impressed so far. Who's Jarry playing against? Is it Tommy? Oh no, it's Euron, the American. Also, Varillas and Pablo Varillas playing against Hercatch. There could be an upset there. Varillas is actually he was playing against 18-year-old Shang in the early rounds and came back from 2 sets down. Expecting maybe he could pull off an upset there against her catch. Serve down into the trams from Mertens, so second serve. And then in the women's side, serve to the forehand of Pegula. So I'll answer that in a sec. Into our forehand attempted by Pegula, goes into the net. 15 love. On the women's side, Capricorn said Splitterlina. That's a good shout. MJ said Jesse will pull off in 3. I think that'll be a special comeback from Pegula. Yeah, Splitterlina is a good shout. I'm inclined to agree with that one. Serve from Mertens on the tee. Backhand from Mertens is really good. Approaches the net. Backhand drive volley. Pegula on the run with the forehand. Can only go into the net. 30 love. I would like to see Andreescu go far after she beat Azarenka. I don't know how far she can go, but I would like to see her go deep. MJ said she's stable horse to get to the quarters. She's very consistent. Serve from Mertens to the forehand of Pegula. Backhand for Pegula down the line. Winner. 30-15. Sorry, Drew, I guess we got a comment. The odds makers basically have the matches even currently. Wow. Okay. Is Pegula coming right back into it? Hachinov says Mana says Hachinov just whooping Koki away. I thought Kokkinakis might actually be a dark horse, and he had the break early on, I think, in the first set, right? But Hachinov is steady, you know. Serve goes long. He's Grand Slams, I feel like Hachinov raises his game. I remember that US Open win against Kyrgios. That was seriously unexpected. I feel like he's another sort of dark horse. Forehand from Pegula approaches the nets. Mertens going wide. 30 all. Recovery here from Pegula in this Mertens service game. And it says he's officially back in the top 10. And Capricorn says Koch is being punished for beating Stan. The tennis gods are punishing him. Yes, Koch gave all he had the other day. Yeah. That was a great match. Andreescu was very strong. Capricorn says Hachinov is a true Karen in Grand Slams. For all he's got the stubbornness of a true Karen. Backhand slice from Pegula to the flat backhand of Mertens. And then Mertens going long again on the backhand. Break point for Pegula. Signs of frustration in Mertens. Chance now for Pegula. Anna says Karen is a true dark horse in every slam. For real. Don't think he gets the credit he deserves. Serve from Mertens into the net. Second serve for Pegula to look at. Serve to the forehand of Pegula. Into our forehand now from Mertens. Backhand from Pegula into the net. And she watches that opportunity disappear right in front of her eyes. Break point saved by Elise Mertens. And we're at deuce. Sean says, is Mourinho good for football or not? Good question. As a Chelsea fan, I love him for what he's done for us. But I don't think he's the same man as he once was. So it's a backhand from Pegula into the net. I don't think he's as good a manager as he was. I think he's not really evolved with the times as much, whereas someone like Pep has and Klopp. So I don't think he's as effective anymore. But he's very entertaining. I don't know if you saw he obviously he was very angry with the ref the other day, and then the ref was attacked by some fans, and a lot of people are kind of blaming him for that, which I think is pretty unfair. But he's always been outspoken, and sometimes that results in quite funny situations. Other times, sometimes it's maybe perhaps not as warranted. But overall, I'd say he is good for the game. I think when he first, I think he's got some iconic moments, and his confidence has always been admirable, especially because he used to always pretty much back it up. He used to talk the talk and then walk the walk. So Mertens did hold that game. PEGULA going into the net again. Served down the tee now from PEGULA goes long. Drago said, I must admit, when I first saw the name Karen, I thought it was a women's match. Didn't we all? Serve to the forehand of Mertens. Backhand cross from PEGULA and from Mertens. PEGULA now going backhand line. Forehand from both women here. And then forehand skewed wide by Mertens. But yeah, Kokkinakis being Evans and Wawrinka, so taking out some big names. Serve down the tee from PEGULA. Goes long. But looking like a bridge too far against KK. Serve to the body of PEGULA. Backhand down the line from PEGULA. So it was a serve to the body of Mertens, wasn't it? Forehand to forehand now. For a backhand cross from PEGULA. Goes wide. In Karen's name, the stress is on the E. So the right way to pronounce it is Karen, maybe? Am I doing that right? I should ask my Russian friend. He was distraught about Medvedev losing so early. Serve down the tee goes long. Here at 15 all. Second serve to the body of Mertens. Backhand cross now from PEGULA to the backhand of Mertens. PEGULA now switching up, going backhand line. Forehand slice by Mertens. PEGULA forehand cross. Mertens on the stretch with the forehand. Drive volley from PEGULA. Mertens gets there with the backhand. Now it's a dinked little half volley from PEGULA, and it's punished by Mertens. Backhand into out. Great recovery from Mertens at that point. Capricorn says, yeah, you said it right. Woohoo! Capricorn, whereabouts are you based? We've got MJ from New York. We've got Dragos from Chicago. Currently in the chat. Whereabouts are you hailing from? Serve goes long from PEGULA. Serve to the backhand of Mertens. Backhand to backhand. Net cord from Mertens, but lands in. PEGULA going back long with the backhand slice. Break points for Mertens. And just when we thought PEGULA might be beginning to stamp our authority on this match, Mertens has a real opportunity. Drago says, amazing defense by Mertens there. Capricorn says, Sofia, Bulgaria. Oh, cool. Levski Sofia. Serve wide. There's a few guys at my tennis club from Bulgaria. Absolute legends. Plamen and Anton. Serve to the forehand of Mertens. Forehand into the net by PEGULA. And is that the moment that Elise Mertens silences Jessie PEGULA and puts to an end any sort of hope that she was building? A crucial break of serve. And guys, if you're enjoying this live play-by-play comms by yours truly, if you're enjoying the content at QualityShot at the moment, then please drop us a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. We've been streaming I don't think we've ever streamed at this the sort of rate we're going at right now. 3, 4, even 5 matches a day getting covered, which is great to see. Not always the easiest with people's busy lives, but doing our utmost to bring you as much RG content as possible, and hope you're enjoying. If you are, please do drop us a like and subscribe. It says the unforced errors. Capricorn says, I hate football. Capricorn, Dragos, can't believe it. What was Dragos saying? The unforced errors. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. What are you doing, JPEGs? So chance for Mertens to grab a real stranglehold on this match. First serve into the net. Trigger says, do you mean soccer? I think if Capricorn's from Bulgaria, then yeah, it will be soccer. Backhand to backhand. Down the middle of the court they go before a drop shot from PEGULA. That's the one, Jesse. Great drop shot from PEGULA. Great drop shot. So Capricorn, is it tennis for life then for you? Tennis is the one sport of choice, or is there anything else you like? So I've done the tee to the forehand of PEGULA, backhand from PEGULA to the backhand of Mertens, and from PEGULA. Now forehand cross from Mertens, and from PEGULA. Down the line goes Mertens with the forehand. Backhand cross from PEGULA lands in off the net cord. Forehand to forehand now. Backhand cross from PEGULA. Drop shot from Mertens. PEGULA gets there. Just can't do much at all with it though, going wide. Was a nice drop shot, to be fair, from Mertens. Had some real nice side spin on it. Sent PEGULA quite wide. Made it a difficult shot in the end. So good switch up there from Mertens. 15-all. Trigger says, I only watch the World Cup. If in all honesty, tennis is the only sport I could play and care about. I love the gladiatorial aspect of tennis. Very true. Serve from Mertens to the backhand of PEGULA. Can PEGULA punish that poor shot from Mertens? Yes, she can. Going backhand cross. 15-30. So a solid response so far to being broken by PEGULA during this service game of Mertens. If she can take the next point here, then she can start thinking about a break. But she can't. Goes backhand into the net. Wasteful there from PEGULA. Just needed to stick it out a bit longer in that rally. Trigger says, I have lots of respect for tennis and golf. Solo life. Okay, so less on the team sports situation. Although you do have some sort of team events in the tennis and golf as well, I guess. But yeah, I mean, my two sports are tennis and football, and they're very different in that sense. Football's always about the team. There's a real team spirit, brotherhood at times. Tennis is all about yourself. All in your hands. Into out forehand from Mertens. Backhand now from Mertens to the forehand of PEGULA. Forehand from Mertens. Forehand cross from PEGULA. PEGULA going drop shot. Mertens chases it down. PEGULA going backhand. Goes into the net. PEGULA, who had real control over that point, cannot seal the deal, and now Mertens has gained point. PEGULA just 8 out of 15 net points won compared to 9 out of 12 for Mertens. So much more success for the Belgian at the net. Somewhat surprised. I mean, Mertens Both these players, excellent doubles players. But PEGULA having not as much success at the net as you'd expect. Serve from Mertens to the forehand of PEGULA. Backhand from Mertens to the forehand of PEGULA. Big forehand from PEGULA. Approaches the net. Drive volley. Well done, Jesse. Mertens left flat-footed there. Deuce. In what is a pivotal game in the context of this second set and the context of the overall match. Mertens takes this and she's one game away from victory. PEGULA breaks and we're back on serve. Serve from Mertens to come. Sean says Musetti Nori could be a very good watch. Two very different styles, for sure. Nori, the industrious grafter. On the clay as well. Could expect a long battle, I feel like, in that one. Backhand from PEGULA. And Mertens at the net. Can't execute that volley. Advantage JPEG for the break back. Can she do it? Serve down the tee. Forehand return. Backhand cross court from Mertens. Approaches the net. Overhead. Dispatches it. Great response. And Mertens lets out a roar. She saves break point. Could be a crucial save of break point there. But yeah, Musetti's a top clay court player as well. Hard one to call. Hard one to call. Musetti Nori. Still think back to Musetti Djokovic from a couple of years ago when Musetti won the first two sets. What an upset that would have been. Very, very young at the time, wouldn't he? Serve down the tee. Good serve. Back in return from PEGULA. Forehand down the line from Mertens. Drop volley from Mertens. PEGULA chases it down. Goes forehand. Love that from Jesse PEGULA. Great speed and athleticism to chase that ball down and then produces a really good forehand. Low to opponent. Good angle as well. No chance in the end for Mertens. Jesse's chance to roar. Another break point opportunity. First serve from Mertens. So let's going to have another crack at the whip. Taking her time with it here. Serve to the forehand of PEGULA. It's a good serve. Good depth on the return, though, from PEGULA. Back into the forehand of PEGULA. Forehand now from Mertens to the forehand of PEGULA again. Cross court they go. In now from PEGULA. Still both women on the forehand win before PEGULA goes forehand line. Really good. Backhand is retrieved by Mertens with depth. Now into our forehand from PEGULA. Backhand looped up by Mertens. PEGULA going forehand herself. Moonball City right now. Backhand line from Mertens is good. Approaches the net. Can she put it away? You bet she can. Mertens getting the crowd going. What a tense point that was. And it's the Belgian who takes it. Capricorn says, Mertens' AO main draw debut was in 2018 and it was a semi-final. We've forgotten how good she can be. Wow, okay, I did not remember that. Semi-final in 2018 in a AO main draw debut. Impressive, isn't it? I think sometimes her double successes maybe distracted people from the fact that she's a top singles player and cause damage to anyone when on her game. Into the rally here at deuce again. Backhand to the forehand of PEGULA. To the forehand of Mertens. Forehand cross. They go. Still on the forehand side before PEGULA goes with a backhand drop shot. Brilliant. brilliant, forcing Mertens way back in the court and then going short with a drop shot. Terrific judgment and decision making from Pegula, and then had the flair to execute that drop shot. Another chance now for Jessie Pegula. Her first rally that had gone beyond 8 shots that she's won, interestingly. Suggests that maybe she needs to shorten these points. Served out to the forehand of Pegula. Backhand from Mertens. Backhand line from Pegula. Forehand cross from Mertens. Pegula going forehand cross herself, going long. Waste another opportunity. And you start to wonder, is this not going to be Jessie Pegula's day? When she is failing to capitalize on these break points. It's another break point miss. And we approach 10 minutes in this game. Serve from Mertens goes long. Second serve here at deuce. Readjusts her toss. And she goes out wide. Forehand return from Pegula. A lot of open court for Mertens to work with. She goes forehand. Backhand slice from Pegula. Mertens approaches the net with the backhand down the line. Overhead from Mertens. Pegula gets there. Goes backhand slice. Into in forehand from Mertens. Forehand on the run by Pegula. Looped up. Lands in. Forehand from Mertens. Backhand cross from Pegula. Backhand slice from Mertens. Pegula going forehand down the line. Goes long. And it is game point for Mertens. What a survival show this will be for the Belgian if she is able to see this game out now. You'd think it will be decisive in the context of this one. Big point here. Mertens. First serve hits the net. Second serve. Again, she's going to readjust her toss. Taking her time with things. Goes to the backhand of Pegula with the second serve. Now she goes backhand cross, as does Pegula. As does Mertens. Pegula going drop shot. Mertens gets there. Forehand down the line. Pegula with the lob. Lands in. Mertens backhand cross. Pegula drop shot again. Mertens chases it down again. Pegula with the forehand down the line. Makes it. And we are back to deuce in this marathon game. Great point there. The lob from Pegula was superb because it looked like Mertens had control of that point. But then suddenly the pendulum swung. Pegula chases it down and goes forehand line. Drogo says, salute to Pegula for not giving up. Indeed, hats off to Jessie Pegula as this game approaches 13 minutes. This game might end up being longer than the first set. Serve out wide from Mertens. Backhand from Pegula. Backhand from Mertens going cross court, as does Pegula, as does Mertens. Pegula going drop shot into the net. Another chance for Mertens to close it out now. Pegula's decision making and problem solving at times during this match just not been good enough. That's 18 unforced errors compared to the 9 of Mertens in this set alone. So our game's been littered with errors during this match. And that's why she finds herself in this predicament. So game point again for Mertens. First serve goes into the net. So second serve to come. Can Mertens convert and take a big step towards winning this matchup? Serve to the forehand of PEGULA. Quick second serve there. Forehand down the line from Mertens. Backhand cross from PEGULA. Backhand cross from Mertens. PEGULA going back and cross herself. Backhand from Mertens. Into out forehand into the net by PEGULA. And Mertens with a massive pump of the fist. It is a huge game from the Belgian. The scoreboard's gone. Let me pull up the scoreboard for you guys again. I think it's disappeared, right? Let me know in the comments if that's true. Serve into the net. Fazan was the one who set up the scoreboard, and I think he might have logged off or something. Oh, he's here. Serve from PEGULA. Forehand to forehand now. Really developing. PEGULA then going backhand line, missing. Not what the doctor ordered. Oh, we're back. We're back. Love 15. Serve from PEGULA to the backhand of Mertens. Backhand cross from PEGULA is a good one. And she goes forehand and wrong foots Mertens. 15 all. So a much cagier second set compared to the first, but it is Mertens who is again looking the more likely victor. First serve is long from PEGULA. Serve now to the forehand of Mertens. Backhand from PEGULA to the backhand of Mertens. Drop shot from PEGULA. Mertens chases it down, goes forehand. PEGULA gets there. Backhand from Mertens is a winner. 15-30, 2 points away from victory, ladies and gents. The Belgian looking to book her place in the fourth round. Can't say she hasn't deserved it if she goes on to achieve so. Serve from PEGULA is long. Second serve to the backhand of Mertens. Good second serve. PEGULA going backhand cross. As does Mertens. As does PEGULA. Backhand line now from Mertens. Forehand down the line from PEGULA goes into the net. And it's 2 match points for the Belgian. Drager says, there's always someone that has your number except for number 1 players. Mertens has her number. Or she has a number on speed dial, it seems. Serve from PEGULA. Goes long. I believe was a let. Confusion. Serve from PEGULA to the backhand of Mertens. Backhand cross from PEGULA. Backhand from Mertens. Backhand line from PEGULA. Forehand cross from Mertens. Forehand cross from PEGULA. Forehand from Mertens. And a big forehand from PEGULA. Before Mertens loops a forehand up. Backhand slice from Mertens. Into out forehand from PEGULA. Backhand line from Mertens. Forehand on the run by PEGULA into the net. And what a victory for Elise Mertens. What a performance from the Belgians. She beats the world number 3, Jessie Pegula, 6-1, 6-3 in just over an hour and 20 minutes. Big performance from the Belgian. As Drago says, there's always someone that has your number. And Mertens has her number. That's 3-0. She leads in the head-to-head. And Jessie Pegula, disappointing for her to exit at this fairly early stage of the tournament. Said her preparations have been hampered by a food poisoning incident when she arrived in Paris. And Elise Mertens with a very convincing performance. Really impressive. And a question was asked a while ago in the chat, who are my dark horses. Well, after this performance from Mertens, you definitely have to add her to the conversation. How far can she perhaps go here in Paris? What a performance from her as she books her place in the next round. And guys, if you've enjoyed this play-by-play commentary, then please drop us a like if you have not done so already. Thank you for all your comments and contributions. Really did enjoy this one. And if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, you're enjoying our content, please do us a favor and hit that red subscribe button. It really is appreciated. It goes a long way, and I'm sure you will not regret it. Become part of one of the best tennis communities on YouTube and elsewhere, Twitch, Facebook as well. Plenty of places to access QualityShot. Plenty of places to enjoy the tennis along with us. But that is all from me today. We've got some more streams coming your way. I'll just inform you of which ones in case you are unaware. We've got some big ones. We've got Djokovic versus ADF coming up very soon. Tsitsipas, Schwartzman, another enticing matchup. And then Alcaraz, Shapovalov this evening. Some very exciting matches on the men's side of the draw for sure. But I hope you I hope you've enjoyed this coverage on the women's side for this PEGULA Mertens matchup. The tournament is very much hotting up at this point. As you can see there, guys, on the screen, well, similar in winners, but look at that, unforced errors, 28 from PEGULA compared to 13 from Mertens. So a big discrepancy there, uncharacteristic from PEGULA. It just was not her day, just didn't really turn up. Tragus says, good job, young man. Thank you, Tragus. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all your comments. Really do appreciate it. Really enjoyed. And Azizat, good to see Azizat, says, Lou, I think, TF. Maybe surprised about the result, but it was an impressive performance from Elise Mertens, who marches on here in Paris. All right, guys, that's going to bring an end to today's stream. Please do tune in for the remaining streams that we have for the rest of the day. Plenty to sink your teeth into. But that is all from me for now. Thank you all for your comments and contributions. Please like the vid if you have not done so already. But until next time, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.